Hey guys, what's going on? It's Emily and welcome back to Living Plantfully. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 super easy vegetable side dishes that you can take to Thanksgiving. All of these dishes are pretty simple to put together and they're absolutely delicious. Like all of them have great flavors to them. They're going to be a great addition to your Thanksgiving feast, Thanksgiving spread. Let's get into these recipes. So the first side dish that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is my roasted Brussels sprout and cinnamon butternut squash with cranberries and pecan. So this dish is quite simple to put together. Like I said, we want to make sure that we already have our oven preheated. I have mine at 400 degrees. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is prep our butternut squash. On last week's video, I showed you guys how to dice up this top portion of our butternut squash, and this time we're going to be using our remainder round part of the butternut squash. So it's quite simple. All we're going to do is go ahead and remove the seeds. Then we're gonna peel our butternut squash. And then from there, it's pretty easy. You're just gonna take both halves of the butternut squash, put them on the flat side down, and then you're gonna wanna slice into the butternut squash, and it's gonna have like this little rainbow form, and then you're gonna cut that into little dices. To prep our Brussels sprouts, all you're gonna do is rinse them and then cut them in half. So to season our Brussels sprouts, we're just gonna go ahead and add in some olive oil, salt, and pepper. For our butternut squash, we're just gonna add in some olive oil, maple syrup, and ground cinnamon. Then we're gonna toss those up really well and place them on a parchment lined baking sheet side by side. We're gonna roast those in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. So I have my roasted butternut squash and my roasted Brussels sprouts, and we're gonna put this into a bowl and combine it with some dried cranberries and pecan halves. And if you'd like, you can drizzle a little bit more of maple syrup on top of that. Toss it all together and that is ready to go. The next side dish is my agave glazed carrots. These are very simple. Again, all you're gonna need to do is peel and slice your carrots. Then put them in a bowl and toss them with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then you're gonna place your carrots onto a baking sheet, spread them into an even layer, and go ahead and roast those for about 20 minutes. While those are in the oven, in a small bowl, stir together the apple cider vinegar and agave. I just took my carrots out after 20 minutes. They have some nice dark color to them, which is what you want. Then we're gonna drizzle over our agave and apple cider vinegar mixture. Toss that well so that all the carrots are nice and coated, and then return that to the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. Once those are nice and caramelized and glazed, you wanna toss them with some fresh parsley, some fresh thyme. Put them onto your serving dish and those babies are ready to go. So for our last side dish, I'm gonna be making my roasted garlic and thyme mushrooms. I think this one is probably the easiest one out of all the 3. So we're gonna prep our mushrooms first of all. So all we're gonna do is cut off the stems. And then you wanna wipe them down with a damp paper towel if they're like really dirty. You don't wanna like run them underwater because that's just gonna cause them to absorb water, and then they won't end up so nice and crispy at the end. We're gonna be making and serving this side dish in a skillet or in whatever kind of like pan you have that you can put it into the oven. So go ahead and put your pan on a medium heat. And to that, we're gonna add some vegan butter, some olive oil, a couple of cloves of minced garlic, some fresh chopped thyme, and of course salt and pepper. Go ahead and let that saute up for a little bit. And then we're just gonna toss in our mushrooms. You wanna make sure that you stir it around so that all of the mushrooms get coated well with the ingredients. Right before popping our mushrooms into the oven, we're gonna want to top them with some nutritional yeast. Now we're gonna pop this into the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown. So guys, there you have 3 very easy vegetable side dishes to take to Thanksgiving. All of these are incredibly delicious. They're all full of flavor. Nobody's gonna look at this and be like, oh my God, vegetables? Like, of course the vegan brought vegetables. We have an incredible roasted Brussels sprout and cinnamon butternut squash with dried cranberries and pecans. And then we have, of course, our agave glazed roasted carrots and our roasted garlic thyme mushrooms. My house smells so good right now. Like, it feels like Thanksgiving today. Like, literally, that's what it feels like in my house. But I'm gonna go ahead and taste these. Let's do them in order. So you wanna make sure that you get a little bit of everything, because that's where like the flavor combo is. Make sure you get a pecan, a cranberry. Oh yeah. You know what I love about this one is that it's so unexpected, because you would expect for this to kind of be a little bit savory, but it's definitely sweet. It has a tiny little bit of salt as a kick. I mean, those Brussels were roasted to perfection. Yes, please. Look at that color. You see all of that color on it? That's what's gonna make it taste incredible, so. I love me some good roasted carrots. But with that agave and then the fresh parsley and thyme at the end. And then lastly, mushrooms. Oh my goodness. This one is incredible. Now this is definitely something to be thankful for on Thanksgiving. Yes, love that. The garlic, the thyme, everything. Oh, and by the way, I did add a little bit of some red chili flakes, so you can do that if you like a little bit of a kick in your dishes. But hands down, guys, these are all incredible. I think my favorite, I don't know. They're all super amazing. They're each unique in their own way. This one's like super savory. These ones have a little bit of a sweet kick to them. So it's your choice. You have 3 options now to work with for Thanksgiving. I really hope that you guys enjoyed all 3 of these recipes. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. As always, let me know down below in the comment section which one of these you're probably gonna try, or which one of these you would definitely go for in your Thanksgiving buffet. If you make any of these dishes or any of my other dishes, please be sure to take a picture of it and share it with me on social media at Living Plantfully or hashtag Living Plantfully. Guys, this is just the beginning, okay? It is November 1st today. We still have 3 other videos to come before Thanksgiving. So make sure that you stay tuned, subscribe if you have not already, and click the little notification bell right next to it so that you can be notified every single Wednesday when a new video goes up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.